Adolf Hitler, a name synonymous with destruction, hatred, and one of the darkest periods in human history. But how did one man rise from obscurity to become the dictator responsible for a world war and the deaths of millions? Today, we'll trace his story, from his beginnings to his rise, his reign, and his ultimate downfall. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in a small Austrian town near the German border. His childhood was marked by strict discipline from his father and an obsession with German nationalism. As a young man, he dreamed of becoming an artist. Twice he applied to the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Twice he was rejected. It was during these years in Vienna that Hitler developed deep-rooted anti-Semitic and extremist views, shaped by the politics of the time. When World War I broke out in 1914, Hitler enlisted in the German army. He served as a messenger, surviving dangerous missions, and was even wounded in battle. For him, the war was the defining experience of his youth, but Germany's defeat in 1918 was devastating. Like many veterans, Hitler felt betrayed, convinced by the dangerous myth that Germany hadn't lost on the battlefield, but had been stabbed in the back by Jews and communists at home. This belief fueled his radicalization. In the years that followed, Germany was in chaos. Economic collapse, political turmoil, and mass unemployment left people desperate for answers. Hitler found his stage in the German Workers' Party, a small nationalist group that he quickly transformed into the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or the Nazis. With fiery speeches, Hitler promised to restore Germany's strength, tear up the Treaty of Versailles, and create a so-called racially pure state. Crowds grew larger, his words ignited anger and hope in equal measure. By 1933, amid the Great Depression, he was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Within months, he dismantled democracy, outlawed opposition, and built a dictatorship centered entirely around himself. Once in power, Hitler reshaped Germany into a totalitarian state. Propaganda filled the airwaves, and posters lined the streets, glorifying the Fuhrer and spreading his ideology. Dissent was crushed by the Gestapo, the secret police. Citizens lived in a climate of fear. At the heart of Nazi ideology was racism and anti-Semitism. Jews, Romani people with disabilities, and many others were targeted as undesirable. Nazi policies slowly stripped them of their rights, leading to persecution on a scale the world had never seen. In 1939, Hitler's ambition exploded into war. Germany invaded Poland, sparking World War II. Over the next few years, Nazi forces swept across Europe, conquering nation after nation with astonishing speed. But Hitler's greed for territory proved his undoing.